sade no emwa kwa inkwampo se yaji pay 13 nchemu ewo stekwa
ama mame fan free June 3 MC edi kan kra me ni Kwesi aka ho asem dada anopa sabre na news ne namu chese uhunu ebia na ya yem hyehye se edi nti ne nsuo eyire getimi na mani but nhwehwemu na da adi ni dia dance se oil na ewu nsuo nani no oil so de ewu san wan ntumi mfre nsuo te se de ode nkyene ana so se si kire be fre nsuo ya betimi afra obia ejina ne baabi kofa o how any we ne ebi edidem edi besi ne minimum bi a mehwe ne documentary bi a wo se ono ane makora otimu sa ne ho nya ne manako no ne nkwara ne susa kakra by then ofre omo ma ene omunyi yi odidi kra na ode ma obi a obi nni because ne ni ase afefe wa hyehye ne nse yaye atwetwe puapua sika na nka man no nka yo man bi a ye serious a nka wo se koye surgery kra plastic surgery di ma sa nipa no at the expense of mine no nanso sika kra ye gina mu gigi ye na besi na aye ka besi nde na wu nipa kra sa sika we abedi wo a wo no kobu akonta wanfa nkoma nipa kro ntufo se shirama me da asefo word ye correct ade ahye ho amame ena June 3 na no enso na san bi ayiri biem enti de wo se adwekoso ne se du June na enso ne to June ikwa ye nu ba bia o ye nu ba bia o eno na ye third day afi ya na ye wuram enti ye be komponie ye wuram komponie na ebe du ne middle na ekọ na wie ye ho ekosi ni July a eno de eye ne kese pa ye ma ya adwenkoso ne plan bibi ebetimi de ye dura chiri kakra enyai sa firefighting approach na asem ni si a na ye ho ekenten ye me ekoye bibi eno no wentimi last for bibia every year ni ye kasa wasem kro no aho kasa wasem kro na aho ntimi think it through say ye wo planners bebre wo Ghana ha ya gentete wo planning school ye wo architects ye wo engineers ya tete wo ma de ne akọ wrong nam so ama sa ohawo enyina eba aye recurring aye repetitive afi bia da na afinhyi aboa afi ani duru hope na utimi predict ma ne ye say nsuo sane for my de asem beba yempe ne enhwe nkrofo no mu pra ne kuro no ne enfa resolve asem no uhwe kuro no na sa de adi nipa ne dem no a na why wadwen say never again ye betu anamompa ne de ayenso ye de ne de ye didi ane yakoda ya da ne pete enso ne eto na yesi enso we te ya mesimidan ewia bo na pete erefi pete ntra edem da mo ane ho no ohedua so na enoma nketo asere wa mo ne nketo ni nyina chichiri buo na mo de omo magum na so ya da ne kokosachi ne yete ho afi duru ane ya kasem kro na de hian se ewie mu bete a opebesi ne erefi ye nkomo enti ye ma ye ni nkoso na yenye bibi emfanfa ho de meka ho
me was a sad day for me because I was living in Accra then by the time. I'm still at a block question. June 3 baby I was working at TV Africa at the time. Now me I made them like a block question made them a flooded penya. So the next made them in I have videos of made them in me books, me bags, me BBI, penya flooded. Now the next day, and I smile me say I should go and report. Ama. Nah.
Wana udrosa phone.
Sana chese unkra uye che bi no because we dey say wempra.
O me dey mempra.
Oni o ma na say.
So the next day I was detailed to go and report on the matter. I was working at TV Africa.
No kan kamesu. Me ka say ni so beba.
There were dead bodies floating. There was you so. Nipa about 159. And I said that just like that. Now investigation chile say mom nim baby ana filling station one. We find chain some ghetto boys be one. This our filling station. Ensure no air Friday and a ra or tank na wo ase nim no oil on the woman and then the man or a chief for the bebu ade. Nti abranche no wo shake corner ho wo bodjot. Nti no bodjot ni piece na kind or the tools you. Nti odo two no oil on the day na intimi dissolve it because we all know that in science. And a soom and a travel so from it traveled almost about 100 meters. And the saw tank in the filling station on the day a DJ blaster. Into Omoa no mo give refuge e filling station one. Because in so no turn they were the filling station or say the beya in so no more. Sound phone. And I said, see.
Ebi nso kokon kofo fi.
Yeah, ebi nso say and na say so no e wo ho ni nso call if you be 3 and now the filling station one in signing na share because baby a filling station one na be if you near there then say for no call one in there holding na share. So that's what happened.
Oh, gas is so kitchen and
that until 11 years down the line. And that was 11 years down the line. They say never again. So never again. And then atomic explosion a few years ago as well. They say never again. And I think was it
stadium disaster. Stadium disaster.
Was before. Oh, there was another fire explosion. I think some our la bad ho baby the same thing. Me say fire adewe. Me nka ho asem. Because Oman we know you are not a serious people. And Radi, Adenta a flood a building a collapse. Accra Central, a just toho. Even a police barracks or Accra was so, and also a just toho, including the flooding. But this is dear to a Jumai 4, and they especially owners of jobs. They do June, July because of some of these things. The best say. At least cover that tray, say, bit me a Juma from home. If possible. Among the employees, any Juma from home within this, if possible. Because then, right, if you look at the videos and the page, when I'm meeting, then on our WhatsApp platform, a month for a casa, people were stuck in traffic for 4 hours and right. I'm sure you know Kojako Tobuati.
Oh, yeah.
They used to be at Capital.
Yeah.
Now, exactly. Now works with Joyner. Kojo complains that we did traffic more for about 4 hours or quite then. I am only appealing to a year in July 4 owners of the jobs. They said, "Beya within this period, the Beya cover that chair so we can work from home if possible." Maybe it's me Juma from Ifia. Mama yenye Juma from Ifia. Say Beya because then what I know make no. I say 100%. The flood no in receded. It hasn't receded yet. It's a same about the say boom so you can imagine the devastation. Ever sign the abadi. That is my only appeal. But for a binary there, the Busian make be in fact. Because some a report. You can someone say compensation or say the more. Nina see one time. Nina see one time. 11 years on. See one time. You know, right now we all need to give up. We all need to give up.
Na allowance is you.
What do you see then you? What do you talk about?
We are forget. I don't know. Let's appeal to it. For that's the only thing I would say.
And then you remember the Ghana penny for only kind and no more and soon one sana. We do ya can I new way. May fact Daily Guide and it was Ghana's favorite newspaper. Ghana Mampany His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Eda min 7 kumso wasraha. Mahama reject third term bid. Sing one more moka say onye no nkwa bioma na so obetumi obey na adwen so obekwa bi no say onye na adwen so ko nti wa boss asem no atu egu na sema wontumi so emfoni e wa ha titinani e de ma MPP amenyo kunu asantamantem ha ene ho akwa ka edwemu a ene court e twena abo so Samra Boy mining case wontumi faces judgment July 3 and July boso na e ba besim ne da etoso miensa e na obebua na asem no ahwe se odibem anase odifo openini foni e wa ha nchemu LP3 afi asem kese a guide e de aba anope yi wotwa ohene bi emfoni e de aba ehunu so hene no na vida chief of hunu na ni nyina asem a all county chiefs back go fields Takwalis extension eno so nchemu LP3 kata yi emu afi oba se ha wotwa gifting Owari Mensa Infoni Ediaba, former deputy director Edema National Service Scheme no Infoni Ewa ha ono so akwa kodin sensema ni nasam ewo court gift Owari gave omnibus transfer authorization banker ena waba bidisa adanse na so waba bechirim sa nhwemu ewo pieces afi ne kwakwa mum our guide enimu anope which was speaker of parliament Urban Kingsford Smana Babin Infoni Ewaham Babin slams foreign pressure on African laws and values and also our krata yima watchrimu page 6. Kwesi
wouldn't media. So wouldn't be he has about 2 cases and their cost work court. Bakuya Summer Boy and a Bakuya Exim Bank. Now summer boy there no and run on we cross examination on BBA
last and fifth and last
a judge for the senior Yadma on July 3 technically 1 month from today on the judgment ebeba na ye na ye hwe ni mo how the judgment will go whether say a big jelino and ye jelino as in whether so differ and as so differ the judges will examine the evidence brought before them the testimonies now on the friends and man so that to talk now I feel on my judgment but then there's something happened that I find very worried. The deputy attorney general Justice Shemsa Okoka say or Facebook say judgment in Beba on July 3 and now critically or the chassis said the DAI suggests to some of us that and he says, I want to be a Jelina, then it's a predetermined outcome. It was, I don't know if you get the problem.
Matthias, there is no.
The ye sleep well.
The ye
sleep well. Sleep well. No, good night.
The
ye. Sleep well. Good night.
What my information about court process? Then would they cut what? Said the ye.
No, the man will be reading and ask.
I don't know. Because I didn't know what. In the event that judge for the case papa no different in the so called demand, then you give people room to think that when I judge for the position and I'm papa na kwa
I
get to understand. Sometimes we should be matured in our communication. Honestly, we should be very mature in our communication. When I saw the post, my man like I mean this man, why? The year. It's in the year you are suggesting to all of us that the possibility. Exactly. That's what you're telling us. You're the one and one come one plus one, 2.
Lawyer for the subjudice.
Well, it's a the assembly. But the assembly, I just say, more, some C1 movement. I will only appeal to more Modi cases that they should be very careful in their utterances in public. In the same vein, Kwesi, the day before his judgment, appeal judgment, Obecho Facebook said, we are ready to go back to work again. And I will go back to work again.
The same time?
No. Kwesi, the day before the judgment, Ebebano, and Okocho on Facebook said, we are prepared and ready to go to work again. Then the next day, the judges rule on his behalf. It's, me I'm a teacher, exactly, you see, we must be very careful with the courts. Very, very careful with the court. Meaning, I'm not suggesting here this morning, say.
Some be saying contempt into Minchiwana.
I'm saying, I'm not suggesting this morning, say, the outcome of a court case is predetermined. But I'm only saying that in Kofobin gives us the opportunity to take this sanity. It's going forward now. We all must be minded. So we are lawyers. So we are what's a more court. Be very careful in your utterances.
Stay here.
Go face one send the video account, but today later say in case never be right.
Apart from same side, I'm saying many try be so.
Near Matthew.
Me who say MPP ni bi nso aka say almost screenshot to their
time. Minim nipa near Matthew. Minim nipa. Near Matthew. Minim nipa. Oh, he used to be a journalist, but now I think he works with somebody or something.
Okay.
He used to be a journalist. I know him very well.
MPP for bi nso almost screenshot to. Enti dey Kwesi kan. Na a meeting bi na akoso ba bi ana because asem si na say uni adanse asem na bi yetime de ya no tum na ye cheche ya dwen we de ye nka ne say sa na te but the news na ekokoba no when say even Kwesi de ye mfa ne say sa na so obi etia wo na so kura ngomo we di kire
exactly then I'm saying you should be mature in our communication
me de me hu ne say bi anya sa na te what ya me de sa na bi me hu ne say anya sa na te na say te sa kura what ya say na na ye
ka ensem
nyina na ye ka asem bi wo ho a me ni Kwesi be di wo nkomo anya camera da ye so ye be ka yeti a woni nkomo a ye di nkomo pa but the moment a camera ne beto so na wadwen be koso say third party bi ti baabi ana obi wo baabi a wo hwe wo no e wo so ye measured wo nsem a wo ka ho ne ehia se be ko public domain mu nka we ukotena wo dan mu a na no yire no girlfriend ne o namfo no say party fu say ye hifo ne mo aka ho asem but a bad bontin na o ma obi opportunity se na no ntia temuafo bi o baby anaso se na no ntia aban bi a wo so enso bi kro bi anfa adwuma bi ama obi a ehwehwe ni mu ane minim ene man krofo yesa wo be ka we na since when attorney general wasaman obi agina mranim na moye mu ne o ma e wo hu nyina wie na judge ama date said that's a obi amagina temu na wo ma obi de ye enso wo mo da ho no mo da wo mo na yeah etifie so e ma ye hu de ye enti de ye no ku bi sense wo konsa wo mu a e betin so ba se e be jana mana kofie enso mo nyina nhia ya da sorry nsu a ye yiri fa ye ho adwene ene ye adwene kwampa e betim de afa so omunya adwuma no omunya ne yi o na the end of the day no a day of reckoning beba akontabuo da e ye da ye beto aba de make se ya no
okay ebusia yedina we so na yedi esi happy birthday call ama John Miller. Happy birthday to you John Miller. If your girlfriend ajoho adjust anope John yen kan show say odo pa yen kupo nshow na onye okese. Happy birthday call ama Captain Charles Zah who Ghana Shippers and Harbours Authority. Happy birthday to you Captain Charles Zah of Ghana Shippers and Harbours Authority. If we captain who are Captain Joe Bright ho and say and pay yema happy birthday na yankan show say yankupo insurance Captain Charles Zah Ghana Shippers and Harbours Authority. If we ne wadamfo Joe Bright Dazi wa so ono so captain or say and pay yankupo insure pa na onye kese sister kwa
me wo ene June 4 titi wo bi kranka kwesi na ye holiday
and then this
titi wo bi
rollers time
looks like we move for ene betwa me be fi ho
no but by obi di kokoto somebody took June 4 celebration to court and court in the car say June 4 no a revolution to overthrow the constitution. Yes, say constitution say you celebrate here. You are undermining the constitution. They say and a court in the boss.
But you know low key they
do it. Oh, low key they do it.
And tiene me the happy birthday. My June 4 for the draw so. Me mama bi. Why former principal St. Louis College.
Okay.
Now was saying teacher no chair art. It was St. Louis Secondary. We did 81 and Miss Ofori.
Okay.
Oh, you're so full of life and bubbly. What can we do 40 kura will be bajedi. You're a very active member of Slopsa Kumase. And Miss Elizabeth Ofori. Darling, you know, your friend. Happy birthday to you. We did 81 and darling. Baby, I will be a Unyankupon shroud. Now on your kese papa. May the happy birthday ni be free na boardho. Or see a farmer Francisca as someone. Yeah, we student was a when yako SHS. If you offer. Or no, ena eye or hine photographer, ewo menshia. Mote de chemso. If your Uncle Mike photographer, ewo menshia. Or say happy birthday to you. No offer say Francisca Asamoah. Me say swami, and that's Swami MP.
Okay.
And so the birthday ne. Enti yeah, honorable Darko. Honorable John Darko, Swami MP. Vociferous MP. Okay, first time when so I'm making the mark pa.
He's a lawyer for the minority.
What
minority on your lawyer.
Enti lawyer John Darko. Happy birthday to you. And so I'm a constituency. You know, when you just can monkoto fried rice and koma mo MP. What mu nim papa. Happy birthday to Honorable John Darko free. Well, near Bajina ho.
Great.
Or say your famano. And finally so. I'm answer to be at the amane me waha. Or say happy birthday ma ajeni mboatin. If you ajeni mboatin ho. Oyerepa or say famani nua Mary or say RJ Building Solutions Atonsu branch e wo Kumase ha. Happy birthday to you. Eno Mary Yesu mame ene eye wa woda. Ena we so or say the man a dofo bi Esther Mankwa ya wo no so ewo Kumase Samuel Edu from Samgazi awo PBL
or say Sami na so keto ya
Sami also
the girlfriend Sami girlfriend
na Sami or girl
the girlfriend birthday
also for Sami 18 years boy we all girl
the girlfriend
Sami kofa Samu man na dey assemble me
girlfriend birthday na oyen
ayo ene masia minimum
so wasi o so
masia minimum Esther Mankwa happy birthday every Sami well so Kwesi asamba me no na be kwa asamba
and they another slops and bed
okay
OOyerepa Kwesi paka Wilson
hey onu ye June 4 ni bi
you know OOyerepa Kwesi paka Wilson chief of staff the manager of operations of the house and then the bed see that abra and none of paid it Mao a happy birthday.
My friend in Yina,
a special. Of course.
Happy birthday to you. Onyankopon shop na said me hu no kwesi ne ho dwo.
Boy hard.
O ka kire me say Nana Adwoa a reflection ne ma. Enti said Nana Adwoa ye boko no sa pepe na ne ma men so tie.
Kwame ayu so reflection ne Kwame ayu. Kwame ayu.
Wo ko ta wa no mada.
Yes Kwame ayu.
Pepe. Ko to nwa no man tira na ne so ma happy birthday why onyame nshira wo. Yankopon nshira papa.
Kuma yin na dia no tum yankopon nshira. Ai. Ewusan agina we so e de esi case do Ghana to say na to aso me de na ama intifo.
Utu adewukwa na omanfo ewo awutu adewukwa ene awutu fianko ekyese na nsentam obi nsu to papa ma nsu ne twenye no na etwa ekwan ne mu mienu ko ta ne mu ache mienu a ebi gubenkum ena ebi nso akogu nifa amakoni abedi titiru ahyenkafo entumi nko ena omo aba omo ahwe ni mu asan kampanyefo betimi abeye bibi ede afa ho na omo abeye nsamso bi mpo eye bridge ede ama won na tumi amakoni abedi ayemre Nenso omo abochira bibia emfiri mu ma na nansa etu anamon ade amane boy fi ho de aba na omanfo no bi ne nakasa ensem no sei ne koe
blemu last week in sister Silareto eto ya to extend some fan come to me twa she just go twa ye na ye ntiantia edida ya akoko atenten fo no so anso so won say bo fom kaka da honasen bo fa na dey se wo so hon motor fo no tumi nko ma car nko ti ade ni hope ya so baba ya yi school private schools there 3 ewo they were ikla ni ewo another private school so she throw baby
yes you have to make catch up and say o say so mo boy na o mo tun be say anuma enye sa ye nkola no mo ko school o mo bere o mo du ahia bia anyo hwe ka no o tun nko o be ye nkola na si agi say fo nkola na de o mo transition no asamoto afọ mako nti de esen pelifuni say o mo so mebua na o ma ti aba ya mai eni na enya pelifuni
se nsuna ayewe kitu bi ye hu na kitu bi na e ba ye ni betia na de na pai step pai na zero e se egbuagba ye hu na ye de be ya e be bua yi na ba ya ban se ombla no mebua e
tumi nko
nsuo to amoto nko ka nko
abayo be yo be delay
owe ekosa akosi bleku wini banyina obetima fa ha akọ 2 weeks
onka yen aha no bridge no mu na nso no tumi fa no block ha no mu castle we no mai nti ese anu na yeso ye de youth no ye de nwa to se ese yes adwuma we na ye de bua mu na on be castle we no mai ntem cause ye nkola no mu tumi ntwa nso no enko school yes ana mu bre nso no tokra do bia tumi fa ha kra ti so ko fa bodua se sa wa be si hard ba yes anu pressure na kwa na mu ye ochi ho no e ma ho no bridge no ma ye no kese nti na ma
Ebusuafo ade na ehu obu kan esa ya critical pa ye kwa homa so na ye ne nana nsa a wode amane ne efiri ho ede ba ye no ede nkoma bisa se se de adane ayi valley ankasa se so adane mi hu se de minsin kan no se eburo se de yin nana nsa ma che
asam je so
ka kode de eba se omo ayi kwan ne de afa hen
asam no ka se de hausa kwani mache menu and the sensual no atwa na se asam sa na se betoma na fe de pass na to me aye be kakra afa onto sha ba bia mo no wan na se de omo tumi bramo fa ta kra bia da ho I want to just say ya omo to manage what need the so na dia do do efu no anwa ma just na sa ba da on so ne betoma na just ma tumi afa ho mo ko But since then, back to a pepper, or just a movement in SCZ, can't remember. And I had been on that person now, in Kalani, so far for a cool school company. And you to me tonight, you get an episode. Not just a damn dano, who and Quasso. And it's a man who says in Killing Chia, and I feel it's a shilling Chia, who and what it be just for any school from 1%.
Wow. Dabena Sadi we see.
I come look at said here, I want to say, issue there for 3 weeks. Now, it's work as here at Toya. And I'm so, I'm not saying, I see a young name, 15th, but also it's really toy pa. It's a sad time, and I can say, it's what the name toy on to mark. A quay no that at the Ukra, and if you are called a coffee and call a war, which is in your work. Or if you to know, a multi chain you. I want to say, I don't know, I break. It's a break in a chest. I shall say, answer some with DC. Honorable Clara Mitagan, any MP. Honorable Gazetta, the G. National Deputy Minister for Work, Custom Water Resources. I want one I'm more and to one more behind. I said, I think I can't Casana is here. I know. As you see, I did wrong. Can't call Pamba. That's my and the person who can cement to review my Kushu. Another. After 2 a.m., you not to fly, and at 2 a.m., you not to fly. The time you can say there. A bush air talk. At the minimum situation, what is here, at the Sapina. May you not say something of some for after Shema, situation at it. Oh, I want to count what someone you look at the maintenance on my town stadium. You need to school local school there, or yeah, would you at the Ukraine. So, never for car, I'm some alcohol. Now, my professional situation at all.
I see. And as I said, some de bi da man for no eso. Na wabubo MP din, wabo MC din. De enka ho ne nananom so mo kra de we omo chefe ewo mu no. Kasa no mbe kasa wo ho na ban abehwe asiesie ama wo. Feedback a ewo empanimfo yi ti omo ate asem yi mu ene sen. Omo ama arehwemu bi sani mo ni mu yi omo ba be pa hwe. Ananso se ye hwe is in the pipeline na. Eno na ye politicians kasa de bia ye tie ni bi. As usual, but no, I said, them the issue is there for one for MP crack for her. Akua Asieduaa maybe one more and Kokora of graduation to them for one more. Now, okay, now, sorry, man, I want to meet or actually, just a youth more one answer to say, or what they can't have one more. I'm an editor. Now, Moka, I want to know your share about so that will put in camp of by assessment. I'm okay, I'm on from Monkabu. Now, so much how one situation that now, I'm on Bana there from local school now. I'm going to show more. I'll probably out to move out of that. And I want to know any BAC and until I'm going to start out from now. I'm going to back account for most of them to me out of the space. And also, if you have followed the Jonas Power and then Musan until I'm going to know and from my water. So, and I cannot go now. Some number to me a solution. Now, more. I'm going to among the summer. And until I'm going to have someone to make me your mother. Wow. Entina say no mo betimi ayemo ade kra se bia anwe bi na mbesi sesi no ensu se sane form egu yoyo anope kra weather forecast e kan ye no enkran kra de 100% ntia nya me nwanwa se de efi ase to no anokra bia ye nte na foforo ato agum eye den ensu so ne betimi ahokoro anwe yakọ e de ye lasting solution ene anamo ese omo etu efa ho
Akua situation na kan situation na betimi abone se regional answer regional amuye no amuye neketwa na nsusu ekwo no so no hwiye pa ndo na msa pressure na eba na ano de na msuma tese ebe bu brede washing na wo ye tumi twa kan wo be mu cramp no situation betu na ya ne se anka mpendu betu na ni mi ya amu etumi ahwe na nga sa akwa na nko mo esi no nko ma pa any other road bia betu na gbo for etumi afosa akwa school quite a bit of one answer. I see a rubber car come to me. I receive first to some more. And the car to me, you now come out to me. I see it. I'm coming. I have pretty papa. And there are more. I'm not going to be the best solution. I'm not going to sooner. I know. You know, but now I want my bridge. I bet you contain pressure. Let me tell you from I bet I'm met my corner. Come on, I did a more. Mountain solution. I'm with me. And I'm going to more. You know, my trema for trema fair. Ending us. Sabata Saturday. And then I'm some broker of Quanon. na komo SSC sa other road no ho no mo SSC so da mo na be ya cast mo to se betumi afa so no ne nkola na ko school and ade na ko betumi aye break mo papa kama da mo sana ebe ya betumi abo na anko anka sai bi no mo kan sina fo no eya ntu ketwa ne am no ga se me nka no sina sa so aton ne de ajugbon omo nko school ne so enjam omo ti de wori de
nana bridge yi ne kwan yi mu atwa yi kwan ne ko he
kwan no the ufi kaswa wo ba for just road do so the main road no go branch on left that one no branch left one wo udo the branch left one kwan no ekọ eye ewutu fi anko wo su sa for so e be pie mu awo kaswa eni so edro kwan no so but be ko after so ko pie wo ye kunya kwan no so e ke nkonku be na chese several in case body as water in the traffic but that one ma cars need to use sale no adiko kwanya ko pie mu sa adiko so edro eta ya kwanya serve communities bebre e wo ye pete mo no mo tinye community akope eta abana sa no de the traffic any pressure for about to body as any car so kwano so body as traffic e betu one ma wo do maka de body as ya traffic eta body as pa enti se maka de ne ba traffic anu ya de wona ye cars no e ya another option amotumi afa ade kopie mu na mekopie ko ya kopie wo ye so aduro ene mo sa kopie mo bleku na ade na isa ba na sa no de traffic etcho just the about the year power ayefete bono
enti sese no omo ya den no omo cross me hu se motorbikes bebrebe apake wo ho chese wo de car be si na ja na wafro wa cross asi akire na wafro motorbike na ne wo ya bre wa na akokora a wo mu no kwan be ne betumi afa so ne transport such a person
motor sama park ho ne okada west now on some ye adwuma west now mo aye adwuma ho motor sama park motor tin de amu ba bia motumi fa ko and the car akasaka na ye school bus so de amu do motumi nko this taxi ni abugba ya ni sa car akasaka no ena motumi afa ho amu abue kwan akaba motumi afa ho na amu akọ ya car akasaka for obaka obetimo kwan so ntino car akasaka na abugba ya na akọja from motumi ekora so omo di dua atoso boys ni de tab would be proud be ade atoso ankora na otumi efa so na mi kan say so no talk asepe be sa wo hye sa duani na akọ na so talk asepe be a cars na ogbo ya na motors na efa no omo ntumi efa obe senso no achi ana sa akofo di be na na mention akoma sa na mo so tumi afọ nta da sa dia what akwa na TV count mi nko omo mo wo eja no ekere mo ntumi mba na omo so mo wo ani ma no mo ntumi enkrose nsuto na sa no wo de sa na payment mi kan so mention na din kan after ma tu abase samre no many situation was here dem mo tinu aka say ajugbon na say ka bia anko ka bia mba asisi and ni say onko betimi akọ school awo ye pete mo.
I see international say cars nketo ne fa so akase ne so fa he link road bi wo ba bi ya abomu kwan bi a ma me fa ha metimi afa ho ana
ka kwan bi ande ba bia just amo ekwa body aso no that road and go find a very short road at school so very short at mom so that's my school bus attack so mo tumi for him so for just one to kind of same time sana almost me do mo kala me after school.
Okay na nsa ya da se me gidi say DC ni MP abamu ide draban mu anesa omo fantu ana mo pa no mo nya ho adwuma na edu sa ya na kasakasa na do so dodo omanfo ti ahokyere me nso ya tokonkrofo dem na afi obepia bonten so so a na bridge abu ne wo kwa adwuma na so se wo bibi eye wo baabi no se ho no wo fa na koya homete de amano yes sorry na ye de aseda be ma perfect charcoal and coconut toothpaste say the natural enioma na nyankopon de aboma nipa no eno a ne sum de egu toothpaste ahodo ni nyina mu ya ebu asisi nipa num na ma neoma nyina etumi ekoyie wo se neoma wo de afra bie eye coconut nche se ekrani be kasa ko hia na so se kube ena ye wo de fluoride no de eno de ye conk efra ye wo synthetic compounds ahodo bi nso a ye si de bia wo body no every single day eno absorb no upe bia mamofra abofra be develop yesia e wa hoden na wanya good dental and also say oral health eye perfect charcoal and coconut toothpaste eye kama pa ebi ewo emiamia hudo nyina ya enura yesumagumu nyasem ketwa eyi kaka ene sebe tekrema so pampan ene neoma bebre a emmoa ewo nipa no enum esiesie no ewa kwanuasa nyina eso pebito ewo supermarket ahodo nyina emu upebi atu aton a ko CK King Enterprise Akase one Sunday International ena edi nhwani mu pe ana Asempa supermarket amakom anwonadwom ho ukwae no so nsabeka bi mo nkran so mon contact Ashanti Wholesale and Retail Shop ya wo nkran Madina e ho so kwa ubenya bi woni perfect toothpaste phone kasa e wo 0541 545 653 and 0543 0545 394 1280 so na muni enkomo midi de Akua Asieduaa midi mu si asori ama ye the health and lifestyle beto am so me ma mu nyina ache.
This mama mamache mamu akwaba health and lifestyle ena ebra aso a yede ebeso mumidi ede na nama entifo anope meeting mu ede ama PC ladi Kojak farmer ekra yemu Kojak akofa procode ene toothpaste ede abase wo obi a pepun abo ohwinimu sonso ototo code na bapa enti se wonya code ohwinimu ehya se ye finfia procode ene betumi abo wo edu akegina mu sanso ene wo toothpaste a betumi abo wo na wo sen ehun aye fita na onum etumi adaho enti hwehwe Kojak procode echiri akwan wabra nsuo etutoi na fei pom toothpaste ni bi nso fetwitwiri wo sen se wo sen ase nkanka ewo ho a wo de hwiri wo sen a betumi abo ma wo sen aye fita o Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste nso ewo ho a ene nso ebo ama wo a wo sen sensitive anase efemfem wo ade a ehye anase ade enwinu ka wo sen a na wo se femfem wo ene so that toothpaste no would you choose sin betumi aboa na sa ha oni na efri wo mo ma force nso wo eno so wo de wo huru wenuma woni mu betumi ada ho ye papa fro Kojak I was 0531069945 0531070020 na Kojak entumi emwo anope ye ba bedi nkomo de afa emma ehu na emma ye kwa woso a na se ekwo wo ba ha no bebre ba kona anope ye ba bedi hu nkomo ye ba be kasa afa obstetric fistula ehu ye ne Nancy Ajiman or a midwife Kontenase government hospital ono no ba be boy me ye di sa nkomo no Nancy good morning na Akwa ba. You looking good.
Thank you. You
when
too.
When scrub no.
When you're in with theater, it's so much in theater.
The boss was doing some more show in a more cobanessa samaba. Any braba pa
representing say wage me.
Okay.
The Germany drew hand
and no Germano. Jeda was a papa so fistula and as obstetric fistula. Ya can't dadia.
That's a pa me for and my chef. Obstetric fistula no, 2 words and you combine.
Okay.
Obstetrics no, ma ho niema nti ye ka nenyen same na wo na wechi for 6 weeks. Ne fe no obstetrics. And a fistula tokro abnormal opening. And so the honama kwa no tokro bia beda baby ne fe ni fistula. So you kasa about obstetric fistula. You kasa about ma honama kwa na wo ma ho reproductive organs no say tokro ababeda baby any kwa say sa tokro no e da honom.
Okay, na say no esi wa bra oba awo ewia na say meti ho ikra me nwo yi sa how no metumi enya bi.
Nti na yen starting free kwa nam so enya fistula no.
Okay.
Baby causes. Into obstetric fistula yan kasa no one leading cause of maternal death. We 100% 8% contribute. Your sepsis, your hemorrhage, your abortion, and your fistula in so account.
Okay.
And say Obaba was so a should senka a wakana nka the time national ka baby ni betimi abantem and I say a war canon your friendly labor no yeah interesting labor ne be bebre. We are talking about prolonged labor and obstructed labor.
Okay.
Prolonged labor ne say I wanna kana che nti baby no ahye mame no ahonom ahye and obstructed nso so ka time ne be so manaba enso so akra na hye honom ahye se akra na hye honom cha de ne besi o se moja na edi ye mu afusi ni na boa ema ye ni pedua ne timisisi so organs no eye ejuma nti mame no bet kana ono na se na baby akra ni tishe no wa hye honom ahye eba ne sa baby a teniti ena ede ba na se ne so kra na wode ba wa hye honom ahye no ka moja wasi edi hono efuseni no bo se hono moja no intimi di hono efuseni.
Okay.
Nti se moja intimi di ho efuseni o se moja so dey contain enframa and enyanindro oxygen and nutrients. Nti se oxygen no was a sa part na baby no presenting part the other ba no air press no e ba ne sa obon se hono e fe bibi necrosis. Obon se hono because of so oxygen intimi fa hono nti bon se na hono master ti week.
Okay.
Na ebe pro eno no. And it's a necrosis.
Okay.
It's oba no na ka obstructed labor no and also prolonged labor no say baby no cry to me baby ya. Ye ma your first to 1 to 3 days and also first 3 days na echi na obo so oba no nsuo bi asate free baby a owo fire no na ya ase ho no. And I say sebi ejanan enso efri honom eba because baby a oba no wofa no nanim hona bladder wo no hona bladder na efri jinso twa.
Okay.
Na na chi no ana oja ne nine enti ye wo mu ahodo fistula no beti pese ka mu mienu pa ye wo vesico vaginal fistula. Okay. Vesico na access bladder.
Okay.
Nti e press ye na no hono tu tokro no atuto kura kwaka ne dwonso twa no ti afege o senka odwonso efa
na se
o se na dwonso ni enam na se ontimi control
dwonso na abefa sa toko na abeda no
ho o senka dwonso urine incontinence but we no ontimi control kura bo se na se na honom saa ya wode mani bo na mo wana na dwonso no e ba no wo ho but we ni de it's uncontrolled senka wambo wane de anka Johnson but we ni de obo se na se urine enam ho Johnson nam ho no ebio
onam a wo kobia na Johnson
enam ho ana se e pressing so far na chi ho no so na ekoka rectum na
no so ejanan
so nam ho no to na e fe ni vagina fistula rectum o na pupu no ana se feces no enam enti nyema mienu we ne ba besua te betima ba se Johnson ana urine e be fa na se enko ana se janan kwa na be fa na se abana ne mienu nyina nti pache ye hwe pesa na e da so na o se baby akra ne ti hye no ahye hono mo ache ti ye hu se akra ne hye hono che na no o ho ni nyina baby o na ye red no your friends and framant mi so mode dot yellow be afefa honom ti I was think a friends oxygen any nwan no timi fa honom no won say I occlude
okay
nti won say honom is chemic say framant mi fa honom oxygen timi do nti ye ma ye ho 1 to 3 days bo so honom no I started na necrosis started take place ti ye fa ne say honom e be pro be tutokru nti ye hye nanim ho na ho na dwunso twa no na fa ne bladder no
okay
na ye hye na chi ho na say ye wo bowel and I say rectum ti say e kan say na say e pressure ne kana na say bladder no side ho na tokro ni su ya na e be hu so dwunso nam na se na e ba
okay
baby akwa ne hye ho no e fam bo so dwunso ne nam ho no
nam na se a baby obefa dwunso ya ne ba mu na dwunso ne befa ba
o was say baby anka o baby
ya ko no betumi etu afa ni
urethral canal o na ka Johnson ne ka bitimi afa ba but we because of tokro no etu no ntino enkofa ho e fa baby akwa ne tinam side ho no ana aba ana ne chiwo no so ya ba wo na se rectum no o so pressure ni si ho no mo na ho ne tutokura bo se obeja na bo se ejana no bi enama ase ho so ba etimi ba se Johnson ne ko anam ase ho ne ba ebetimi so ba se Johnson ne ejana ne mienu nyina na ase na akambo maba it's major cause fine by obstructed labor and the prolonged labor.
Okay.
But there were other predisposing factors. Predisposing factors here, they bet me contribute my win so. Aba, the causes in the SNP, step prolonged labor. So about what was a chapa and the banana besnaba, and also obstructed labor. Nakawana canono, the funny kuku kama, your friend is a good uterine contractions. Ning in a running to member. The above predisposing factors, Nani Kasafa. Teenagers omo first enkra and also on the first akra they finish a teenage primary gravida
okay
and see the first ever pregnancy so no so in fact so you're around 18 years and that's even less than that you find say pelvis no baby bone na what you still na on you find pelvis
okay
you find say that time ni enyini say what say akra ni so na wanyem no if I say 17 16 17 18 echo or a teenager wanyem no because of say ho no enyiniye no e ba ne sa say I was think baby ni ti e besne ba no because of so enyiniye no bon say if I be cephalopelvic disproportion what say cephalopelvic disproportion so we say akra na nkasa ba no we say akra ni ti so but akra na maame na wanyem akra na maame ni so the pelvis ni so enye nyini nwie wodi 18 years still na is still growing it's enye nyini nwie ye ana akwani tiba bo sa akwani sa akwa honom
okay
oni ade ba
I see enti we no cha say labor no obarko labor e cha na say okọ yinimu cha
nti okọ labor no say prolonged labor a chepa na ne ban krenti mean sanem bae amani pien free na sembes ne bae ono prolonged labor ache ye fa ne senka wa wo danka wo ba foforo anka within a friend is saying 12 to 24 hours na ka oba na ba bet abro so more than 24 hours akwani ntimi bae
Chano sa no or say yenye ni CS no mo ye ni CS a onya sa hawo no.
Ono kra ne ye pe no. See any obedi nkomo ehu say how be ban say yes you person you say you. E na challenges kakra na ye nya pan say obi won me be chechi mu si a kire no no. Na ompene so say be ni say you no. Ohun ade kodenti a wo say ni say you ni ti anope ye chechi mu say na ka enye obi a no pepe say you den ka obi ampe. But ye chechi ye body rule say bibi say e be tiama obstruction at a key place into ye catch your say person ko ye say you. Na enye ne bon nso. And obstructed nso na ye kan say na ka quality nkeba contraction say take place ni tina sanya nkebe o sin ketimi ban akoka ase honom intimi mba
see eba na sa kwa aside owo obata na sa oba no wobenya sa fistula no ana sa hawo no akoda no nso obetumi efiri mu ana
still better yes see akwane bra kwa no wa bre no wowu ana maame ne see ye chechwe mu si a ye maame fo no mko efia bo so honom obetumi frɛ ka say ohu se junso be free na say baby or baby if a pass ye na if you want number because a brantem near show and I say jana if you want number na sa obstetrics fistulae developing countries and a tie okay you call developed countries ne dia entire near call baby a muntimi access healthcare you call incrase pa na obi wonu ma omo healthcare no muntimi access ni ye say bi ebia chips compound baby a hono wono kra no baby kakra bi no munya ye delivery no so we say community kakra kan ni na no na baby a munya ye delivery na say munya ko hospital no bu so wan hwe bi wono ma na wa ye tempted so bo no ka se be wo fie nti na akwa ye home delivery
na akofa sa ha
ya advocate say onye ma bra hospital ntem ye sure say mempre ho kwanyem as a teenager complications back when say be ya paso na mpa na Johnson
and say jana ka bom na
say eba that's so she that stigma na ubenya no ano odin say obechen ansa na wetimi awo at the appropriate time.
I see. Na ibana sa mutumi so ano kwan bi so obinya sa hawo na sa toko no mutumi pam ana mutumi ewo bibia mbetumi de aso ano say be ya
early detection saves lives they be I can see wako fie no see after 3 days no and oba ni be mu say jana no if na say 1 to 3 days na sa necrosis no it take place and na hono etutokru no so yegi ni nko fie no be kwa ko hunu wo fie see ye ka say ohun bibi sa abra ye hu ni ntemo a yetimi so ano ntemo yetimi surgery ema maame ne hoto no ma ne bro so
nti na wo chese nkronketo mu ene sebi nkro afi na amansa amaya afi na omo developing na sa how no eka esi
ye ba if I say make advanced countries that me for America cranye example omo healthcare assessment here very high compared to Africans the yanko Congo Zambia ye fa Ghana kranka ho ena ebuon ma you be hospital bi aba you be catch say hospital krana ye nwa pa into more traditional birth attendants omo so ye adwuma omo tim kwaje nkrofo awo fie so when you skilled personnel ama na anje wawo a you skilled personnel no wonim say baby di wa show no match was here bana ka oba nti e frɛ doctor ne ne di nkomo say anaso on be hwe no ne enko any surgery okay e ka say obia be wo hospital anasem ma skilled birth personnel attending to you no anje wawo you say na nanom bitimi gya wo fie pa when you hwe sen ko ba hospital a bibi say etimi so ano ntentem
okay na eno no obata na nya sa hawo no na bia motumi aye bibi e de aso ano no ye country mu ana se ya man mu a wo hwa ba percentage ba sesen e wo soro ye nya na dodo na ana se nipa kakra bi uyi nipa ba 10 a e bia mu ba ko na bi
okay uyi nipa ba 1000 a e mu 1.6 pena na etimi nya sa obstetric fistulae
na chese
endorso because nimdie no akosho na kakra bi na etimi omutimi nya bi nso no na bi mu fa mu di free mu
okay
complication back on death
okay aside wa wonna ma asabi ohun be yi nka no etumi di how bra mo free
utimi nya chronic infection urinary tract infection the time bia na u complain of infection the crepa ni so bu on na de tokro na ntukese nti SCP was think odi hospital ntentem ne so ano ne pam doctor de obekoti ya ta kwa kwhwema na ye kama no obe stay fie ne onkofo ne didi
no me bibidura
na afide the ni beba no ho so no na afide etimi kwakoso infertility
ebetu ya ma won wukra bi
etimi kra won
so wo ba na obewo no kra still better na so wonya na wukra wonya ba ne bi
se wonya no krampo a ono kra no wonya akra na so mama na nkase na ye de nyakopa se wonya obhwase labor wonya akra no na wo mama ne so tie as a kind of aftermath of a near miss.
Okay. I say shada anya de mpo eye very common.
Just say bit me lose crampo na yakopo na ya adoma ye lose nti no ono achi no what next? Wo stand ba hospital bi ma ni eni wudi nkomo so wo achi nyina no wo ba be operation.
Okay. Nancy Adasi Papa, see Nancy Ajeman, and as Mrs. Nancy Ajeman.
This
okay, and you have to us in the part 2
reintroduction.
Oh, okay. See, after the next time you best have come here.
That's was reintroduction.
Yeah, that's Papa, Mrs. Nancy Ajeman, a midwife, continency government hospital, and pay on a waba church a day afa fistula. And when a happy birthday, Echo, I must say, Max or Dankwa, happy birthday to you, sir. Maxo Dankwa wotra de ejuso RC basic school so na we chorister Ebenezer Methodist Church ejuso wo san seki chairman edema ye seki kwanu to happy birthday to you say Maxo Dankwa teacher ejuso RC basic school we chorister Ebenezer Methodist Church ejuso na wo san seki chairman Max yankopon shop na ontra washim no ma dia wo yibia ewie ye happy birthday ni bi so Echo ama Captain Charles Zah who Ghana Shippers and Harbours Authority. Happy birthday to you, Captain Charles Zah of Ghana Shippers and Harbours Authority. If you unya now so unya Captain Joe Bright Dazi eho anope. See and can show say you kupon show pa now until him show no your kesi. So happy birthday Echo ama Mr. Samuel Inchi Owusu. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Samuel Inchi Owusu. If you Mrs. Linda John Foho see anope you kupon show. Now him show now on your kesi epa yako wo nkofobia uchioma. Okay.
Bichabi husband Pastor Derek Kubuati na kuponisha nepa. Bichabi Perfect Time Chapel asafuni Prophet Kobi na kuponisha opa. Ya fe nepa tikwen kakra.
Okay.
Oko US the 24th any new program you should dimpa. And the person me cha me baby wo Oforikrom Health Center.
Okay.
Bebola Samoa. God bless you so much. I love you so much, my daughter. Bishama Shefuna, Bishama Dofuna, KMD, Contasi Government Hospital. Yakuponsha Contasi Government Hospital staff. I love you all. KMD Yakuponsha. Kenneth Mekadredu.
All right. Okay. Mrs. Nancy, that's Papa, Mrs. Nancy Ajeman, Anasa Nancy Ajeman.
Miss Nancy Ajeman.
Miss Nancy, okay. Mrs. Boating, okay. So
introduction.
Okay. So Miss Nancy Ajeman, and I pay boy me dim komu. Yeah, that's Papa Pofi, Continental Government Hospital. And I buy a meeting at an anama in Tifo. I no pay me tinemu at my PC ladu. Yemi aduma. The Sunday ever sign is your
I said Kwame Nkrumah. I'm telling you, that was an MPP political platform. It was an MPP political platform. And I wanted to make a distinction between Kwame Nkrumah's values and Unite UP values.
BM Edeba OOyerepa TV so. Bebe yedi ye OBT agenda. That is OOyerepa breakfast time agenda. Bedi Kwesi Parker Wilson videos now here no from the start of the show. I'm catching on some media me sonkra. Iti na podia suma me sembe kanchero say when you arrogant. Then and again Kwame Nkrumah statement no. Na it wasn't derogatory. Na enye se oka the Didi aye Nkrumah tem anase but na ye NPP the extension all year with Nanado aban and Kwame Nkrumah ban. It's busiafo na okasa men kanchem don pay and I'm bombing amania on that note. Na anope the Nkrumah no doso. One of them for me very personal because Ndra that say Confanoche they actually sent a statement. Say Confanoche accident and emergency unit, almost shutting it down. Not shut down. I mean, it's new cases be an according to statement, the capacity Nipadodo will say a form or accident and emergency center. I will say 31. However, at the time I know me issue statement, now Nipa 61 and the Ajiomato. Even after that, I think about 34 or so persons were also in line waiting. No more delay, so I'm working. Say, but do almost so. It's based on that, hospital know the statement by say, and yeah, new patient. Less than 5 hours, and on issue new statement. Just so maybe it's when there are new cases. They about. The information is that when there's an emergency, when there's an accident, now here E unit na there obetimi akoko Confanoche. Now no say the health minister or the Krataba summoning the Confanoche CEO, Dr. Paco Siwe so omran kran. No make chirim at the kuruntia or kase omo admitting new patient because omampeni what the directive about say no hospital should turn away patient over lack of no beds. Some pen wantino in Gofon Kofi and some mom yara no mon coffee. And based on that, no, is a breach of near Mampeniaka. There's an Paco Sibedu ye no. Ebia we bo Mampenim tia and also from Mampenias and Anye Juma. Until 12 o'clock and there, according to the letter they buy, say the Confanoche CEO or banana so do a crabana cra. Our Babwa Nesa Manua or Kwakui a queries nano. It's we'll get to know the update on that. But inherent in that, the general healthcare services in Ashanti region. There was severe regional hospital. And then many and I was sad when they told me that some key and you be a war hospital in the mono. A month for air conditions, a month for so yet what then and also so aqua white elephant net then Confanoche yama the question is a hen idea. If you go to Accra, there were a lot of alternatives. Kolebu Ho, Police Hospital Ho, Bank of Ghana Hospital Ho, the UGMs, Range Hospital. So there were a number of hospitals in Accra. But in Kumasi, that's why I said this one is very personal to me, very personal to me. Because it beats me out to me. It beats me out to Prof. Dr. Bimpong. It beats me out to your mama, your papa, your yeremi, your mama. I hear idea moko. Mame Kwahoma so. In fact, Prof. Redoka, I will introduce them to you shortly. The DC for Bosomche Ewa Humano so. Seria is under his watch. It's the engineer Abdallah Hamidu. Honorable Akwa Banopei. Na impom ti say honorable. Honorable, confirm to me na metete say Seria Regional Hospital na ho no. Yes, machines na air condition na wo ho na ade no. Amanfo ewiewia. Wo na ho hye wase. Wo ye the music boss e wo ho. How true is this?
Okay, no point whether was na me for feed the case so na me chia chiefo ohwepo. It's the share of something. My main can say is you can no correct sir. But sir we I'm say a transition period no happening you know. For some few months na in your chief executive amba mainstream no. Tam no say the wonim say Ghana ya mamosity no. Ya na ye transition na political changes no. After me I'm say do na it seems most offices don't work again. This is a government institution so manage that was na maminchire mu say me be mainstream catch pan no. Me to anamo ye say me correct most of the government institutions na a woman pretty and na me copy area the copy I could say then regional hospital na yes ye bia no maybe it was under lock na hokura fufu so me ma ministry me kasa me area that is one observe there most of these items are now hono akonfo se bi abora ho afamodo to na the air conditions the beds are now pipes are oxygen and other cables were taken away.
Wow. It's and there you can say what is the situation now there? What me about who buying? I mean, what's the situation there now?
For me, dear. Some say be able to up to date. I think we've done majority. I say it's my boss. They never told me about the door now. For now, the challenge I know more is security. I think that the company I know Oyerepa and then the private firm no more guided. So the private company also because there was a change of government, almost some sick as someone company did I think there was a problem. Now most of the workers know that I a problem. I know nobody didn't come. We tried to bring one or two people from the assembly staff instead to come and supplement. We deploy the police patrol team and say you may be they should go around the place. You may be they also do some rounds. There are sometimes you get reports that the people try to break in. You see signs. They will call you. The people that won't check you on, they will call you and tell you and then more to chasing from our command and then that starts. But then yet to say we've done something about it.
Honorable, moving on from there, now you believe and I say hope say we are mobile yamai na say confirm not ye choke that because is here no e dey mobile yama na ekwa idea na nka at least etimi enya a bit of a fresh air e was area mo ba ba mu 1.5 years ni honorable adanti na say you that see you
see I'm a politician but then normally we don't do politics with this. With the politics how I be I'm way and never to my me or maybe to my every to my bush and media. I said we had the baby I said on the door said you're for politics and cocoa. And as I told you, maybe dear the first thing that's the chief executive. One of the first places I'm acquired at the regional hospital. Because no matter say baby no. So say me call the state ya hand you over because that was one of the biggest assets me Potemwa. And it was under lock. You remember the first thing I may identify is the entire hospital no your infectious disease center I want a chip and I want the main regional hospital now I want the new this structure in regional hospital maybe kind of there was no light to be any facility
lights in the hall
light in the security man say how are they coping I don't know maybe no so mobile the generator and the versus of speakers so to be the program no on even on that day.
So the day na Akufo Addo be commission here no. The generators in a buy.
Generator in a buy, which is confirmed. Even Kroma, say you are didn't go to the program. It's part of the Koshi and Lina or Karina. There's a substation a war when you're hospital on the shore. And also a feeling like a main hospital. No? And I think as part of the contract, there is some amount of money that needs to be paid to make sure like they have a facility. And that's coming in TING. Who do so now, substation or light, but facility that I work for Nakasa can be lights in so baby. It's a dear son. Terrible. You see the very big facility, lights in so baby, street light, nothing. It means okay because lights. And so, how do you open a regional hospital and that's a manner now light in? Two, most of them hospital like no woman. You buy no, you install it. If you so I'm told Minister of Health and group Kumasi. It was sort of prisoner, I mean in the manual prisoner. I got the contractor's number, I called. And I'm also moved aside because the Kasem one, a Jumana even when former president ever commissioner, more contractors in the car, or my
yeah, I saw that.
They know, say, you read Jumano. And Tampana, I'm a fair regional minister, but I say this one goes beyond the assembly because the assembly will the contract the one also awarded from the assembly. Into Umbrella, regional minister to an amount by assembly man in the course of you are here. I mean, you know, as a situation now. So the following 2 weeks, I think a clean up exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minister Abamani, Honorable Free Health Minister Abonamani, what is going on? Near customer to an Amako Health Minister on 3 occasions on this same project. Amanako hold the state a woman and the evidence is now command. Omayeti says the challenge Akua customer and a war. See, also a job project in the honor. There has been some deteriorations. The car name woman, and some of the new one other car, and some of the baby, Sticano, Kosokata. Honestly, I don't have the numbers because the contract documents was not.
I mean, as a DC, I was expecting to say all the numbers because I was about to ask that. What are you looking at? How much are you looking at? So I was saying, the car woman, how much are you looking at?
As I said, honestly, I went to the ministry. We inquired, but because the contract documents were not given to us, we were not given the numbers. Honestly, we're not giving the numbers.
I see.
Me confirm me. I will be lying to you. Say it's A or B. But I was told by the health minister, say, you will go to contract and with health finance minister. No more clearing back to the free home. Now, what's up back to site? I be here, Jumano, and Yamai.
Honorable. BT, it was so, yeah.
Passport, I said, I was a project, your infectious disease center, I want a cheap. To be our call, we are going to back one chair and no white and no God me. We just had the name. I'll say this for now. Come South. I'll go and the regional hospital.
Yeah.
The director of Malaysia with a letter form out ministry by say, Yen Tranan Kio, Yambi enough. Thank you, the end because I'm the Kanya Abram. The quiet assessment, you will say inside no, I said we are comfort at that time, no more, what cutting most of the part into your body now. Center of half. Lines of half bar. We tried putting on the lights in microphone. You will say almost on your problem with the transformer now. One part of all unit go and it's all blue, which is close to $120,000 or something. That was the figure I was. And some of my replace, Until you see, remember me, district manager, very assessment, So make mine the direct bar, which we need close to 12,000 to 15,000 to do the electrical components. Another challenge is that we see now for that another meeting. Me and fa because there are 2 different projects. Me and fa regional hospital no infection center na and if you see and that means also better than running OPD services and other services. And when we are on to say if you be attending to an infection center no. Also so we have to go and create another access for that project. Okay, the more challenge by say now access is a problem. The light is also a problem. We have to write back to Mr. Health. The public challenge I na my time because sometimes I'm my say from honestly very limited. My time you need to new access which maybe I didn't know access the court to say be a Juma Kakao because I was a hospital no form and a whole so creating a new access down is Kakesi. That is another challenge I face that project.
It's honorable. Now give or take in a year. Even by the end of this year, probably even by the end of next year, you ain't even completely save your hospital. Now
if you ask me as a layman or as an engineer, not as a chief executive, I would be honest with you. The contractor by me under 6 months here. I'm not certain. AB or bit my in for ending. But I'm certain by early next year, if he's giving funds and the money we had here, I am sure by early next year, you bit may be a Mojuma. Only the funds comes in this. I am certain.
Honorable, there are those who have argued that. I mean, when there's a will, there's always a way. I mean, as Santimaya Pom Ninyamo, it's a mobile 1.5 years in me. Munya Hoshe. Nanka by now, ma pesika. Edia young Jumadi Amai, send a bay as a confirmatory. A call lockdown. You beat me in that swore. I was a hospital. Only on my agent.
Okay, that's a mini kind of coming some. See, we'll be a within a tree and there. Maybe some of the words you might feel these are not words of a politician. But see, upon within your politics, we have seen a problem. We agree it's a problem. That is why even the president, in our budget, the war was highly mentioned. And honestly, as I said, the communities we are, health ministry, we are minister for me, the progress report that we are doing something. The financial aspect, and I said, Sikano, I was see when the project is being done, I said, Sikano, we do a variation, no, Sabi, as I get 100,000 a year, but when a new assessment, I abandon, we not 200,000. Why is it that this is more than this? And see, I understand the due diligence, finance minister, yesterday, Uncle infractions, I understand perfectly. But then on a high side, so it's a hospital here. I am thinking that we need to do something, especially Uba Central Regional. This should have been one of the biggest facilities. And Nanka to be here, it should be the place for us to be.
But my sister says 24-hour economy market to be about.
Yes, and every district be a.
But you order on my chassis.
Yes, it's awarded. It's awarded all the 24 hours. We are district yard here was awarded.
Is there a between hospital and market and I'm in here?
Paka, my main for figures. Let's do this. You see, every ministry be our owner. This 24-hour economy is coming from the local government.
Right.
The how do you call it? So is coming from
the Ministry of Health.
Ministry be what the budget allocation and what they are doing. As a chief executive, if the ministry is bringing a project, the priority, I do not have the priority, but you need to be where by the no, I don't want it. Let me turn it to this. As a chief executive, I don't have. If I had that, something can be uncommon. If it is a backup different because as you say, the fund no one to me say which one should I prioritize? Probably health should have been the one, but and the ministries will be in the funding. So health ministry, we are looking for his funding. Also funding because he has a lot of projects on him. So where Ministry of Health can remember in support us. But Minister Amma message for back last month or so. As a another assessment, which I am reliably informed about me. Assessment. My way to myself and then the regional director know you call a assessment. So I'm hoping with a few last year, I'm certain that baby bit baba.
Honorable, the better say no pay.
Padaro my brother was in Oyerepa. Madaro my main fact when you na main case me. The be said any can obi my main fact when you na main clear. No be case how are we doing 24-hour economy market? Na busum ke wa.
Na moja hospital yeah.
Yes, akwan okwe. Ubusa mention oba media make say asante regional open mention one kwan nya. Ba anya number 1 na be number 2.
I see.
Yes. When I became chief executive, I a common funding banner. I said to myself and I told myself, the land committee canning in a banner, that's so quiet. and can probably come that I'll be cited for misappropriation of funds. But that is not how governance works.
Yeah.
Yeah, government. At times you want to prioritize this one, but say this is what you have been budgeted for to do this, and you don't get yourself in trouble. The best, what here for? Any Ghana for at least additional Ashanti region. We are doing our possible best to get the regional hospital back on. The BRB na the pressure work on financial no. The team really to be the hospital.
Honorable, once again, that's another pay.
That's
right. It was for that's Honorable Engineer Abdallah Hamidu on the DC Bosom Train District. Na Asambakwa Okanya Ayame Deni say. Or say nanka ekonon kwandea and kibia na 24-hour economic kisikano and could work call a year severe hospital. But he's right. Every minute should go on the budget and they have their priorities. Until they say local government a year 24-hour economy marketer. Until for local government for sika and conquer ministry for sika ejuma. Was ministry for so budget almost the year on the year. But he tells us that a buy no airborne homodia to raise the needed money. Sika will say omunya na the yes area hospital. Get the best ho. Ebusiam on pay what call social media Facebook Oyerepa TV Ghana like a page of our comment go. They be kind ma. What do you make of near caucus near course or confanochi? What do you make of it? And the fact that the CEO has been summoned to Accra and the abandonment say you jai say what hospital one you jaho or get what saying what do comment go make kind amount. He be a phone line started a general conversation with the thought this morning. Paid for transit and that's Thursday morning, June 4, 2026. Of course, we woke up this morning with the bad news as well and driving so toy giddy one crying. There was a fire disaster, there was a building collapse, and there was flooding beam after 11 years of June 3, 2015. No, we are back again with the same information. Quite sad situation in this country. Anyway, Professor Charles Mafu, former UTAC president, Minokase or provost or Ken Westy, or another Prof. Akwaba. What you be about? Oh, say that one day. I want to hope. Maybe Bo Media is I want to hope. And the Doctor of Economics, Dr. Eric Bimpong, or another Doc Akwaba.
Yeah, many are Kwesi.
Now, what you be about? Great. Now, Prof, let me start with you. I mean, what would take confirmation comment? What take say we on comment? A quick brief comment on that. Nothing.
Be me mouse or Akwaba.
That's it.
Pakatiawa said they kind of quick and say, yeah, Mobo. Yeah, Mobo. The Assembly American. Yeah, Mobo Kakra. Say, on mine, I say, you need priorities. So I. When this MC no Barnabas,
yeah, Wakasai.
Makoma, but Ujina ye, and then ask me, I can't mind us. Yes, he's been put in a position, or we embassy accusing of misappropriation of funds.
True.
Kofa will be the other, but you see, a bay said your council go to one free political, you're such a catcher to say, nah, by you know. And this was no. That was it. It was yes. So we are quite doing more. So I buy a chance.
A yomodia, yeah. I am this for them.
And don't you buy? Well, also politics one can't say be a Baptist and Grophobic can. Said they want to do forensic even audit of the funds before they go back and commit another funds and they which as all can legitimately because they are legitimate concerns. But just praying no. Your how Paka, your how said your kind, you know. The should I say the second biggest region when it comes to population?
Yeah, Ashanti region. Yeah, Ashanti region.
You can count about 7, or let's say 5 huge hospitals in Accra.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
And we will continue to compare because Okrangophobia say we are a bit person and I say, oh, ahoya ni ade. Na me nya ahoya tax the graph one go on tua.
Me yom kwa ne tua, ye tua bi.
Ye tua bi.
Yeah, wo he na ye tua tax.
Enti no say wo Ikolebu, who are rich, who police hospital,
exactly.
Who UGMC, who 37.
Yeah.
Kumasi, Ashanti, you said it with me, I mentioned.
So, Jaybo Confanochi, Nayabo Suntreso, Nayabo Agodiano. No, I mean, said comparing hospitals with Pop Boy.
Yes, and even South and Agugo from.
Yes, it's your hospital is it doesn't match.
No.
Unmajuma o mayo police hospital unmajuma o mayo
police hospital bakubiwa patasi there men ko ho that me how the situation yeah men ko o be na say oh e fiam na show men ko ho that me
wako cantonments yana ko huse city
of course I know the cantonment one and then
we need to be serious and until I make us say esanka e o ma ho pre I was a crewman penny for Akua Asieduaa. In fact, Nanko for say, I said crewman penny for Shabby for account, and ye cry no 1, 2 and more. And then I'm no money, I say, we are new.
Taxes amount.
But of course, I'm going on Bay Sosua and Cabin Precoya to Chromie, I know be send fear a quaint one the new a year on what did the Chicago cray. I say on your coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you say? Indeed, Poga. I say, priorities wise, you know, will be to me, engine and him say, meanwhile, I catch a catch a band mother boy or Bauchi, as I'll balance the money. Daniel number say, go boss you when you're over 900 million.
But the other project or so me.
Other project hospital count.
Oh my going for our economy.
And you can priorities, you know. There's a rippling effect.
Yeah.
Automatically you are doing others. I'm going to say also for youth employment in a certain community. Youth unemployment. Go and fix the road in that. Be a barber shop.
Food joints na diadi.
So you create a job by doing certain jobs.
I see.
So one process we are as a full running hospital. Even the nurses require is BT free.
To
fix some. So what time now? Said basically
no. Ma for beton ade or shop be.
So what I say? Into me say priorities are very important.
I see.
Na me no. We no cry free wa paka. Nema ngene wanke to get biso ka ho. And this no buy ya no. Mo de chichire to grofo trim. Na makoya man so am next move be out say o person mo win election day. Have they thought about that? I'm talking about Crowfoot Market.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking. You see, near maybe on
market.
Say a sell Crowfoot crime.
I'm somebody. Crowfoot somebody.
I have no doubt. So but why? Because you say we don't want to go by maybe.
Me
would be to one person me park and be done every Ghana. Person be the president too. Me person be the
president.
Me person be the president. The cabin can Ghana will be in your was dear me pet.
Yeah.
And no, I'm far. Yeah. And I'm gonna say, let's commit the limited funds we have to see to critical health issue.
Prof, what you comparison with the hospitals, as against the Ashanti region? I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Is it the case that politicians, both MPP and NDC, they don't serious.
No,
looking at the dynamics of the hospital here, Bobo.
Intent to make say I'm but token is also nice. I asked Santa Mango. Your typical politician in Ghana wants to live in Accra.
So in Accra for Obia.
Into a Munyasika corruption, see where they built. East Legon. What Sunyane a mangrove. What is a tamale? Tete kwasem wo mumudodo. Tete kwasem obia pese no me use what even Kumasi typically a typical Kumasi well nyesika office one trankan kra yi kra bi manakwe. And they all want to relocate. That relocation and no and the way of politicians in it. All the 147 MPs, there's not a single one who does not have a house in Accra.
So for me nothing,
and that is how pathetic they are.
But I said Parliament to Accra, I mean.
They are pathetic.
No, but
they are pathetic.
No, but
they are pathetic in the sense that
Parliament to Accra.
They are pathetic in the sense that you know the Parliament to Accra, government in its wisdom decided to make housing provisions, provide housing for them in Accra. That means you don't need to hot. Own the house. And I'm not parliament na parliament is young no. Omo person munya da. Teacher ni robo no kotena zualungu no. Teacher no no kotena da no. Teacher no omo me provision man so to be da. So who person munya da one kan dia. Teacher ni na de no call Indian no. Did you make provision for him to have a house there? Okay. You see they and I make at the question no e wo omo
Mati Prof. Medasi. Doc yeah, come and share the confanochi. Any baby akko. Na I said a personal to me because Ndra many obedient commona or confanochi and okachem say lab na oyen. Confanochi for catching say omra in the next 5 days to get the lab results. Lab or your lab or confanochi. I see nipa do a go on thing. I'm say the next 5 days and a lab result. So then he had to now leave the facility. So no be a private place now acquire a lab result. Now when you know within the next few hours. Ask him. What do you make of Nekos with the health sector in Nigeria?
Kwesi. Say unko emergency honoma. Say last year I make go first because that.
Okay.
Na uko honoma and I'll be say workers in there overstretched.
Yes.
These young doctors know when say omohwe ni pani bi omda for me
nyina.
Said me koba ya me bo ma ba so pa ni adwuma omoyama Ghana man. But notwithstanding no omuntumi enkoso en risk om life sa de bia sa o. Ewa bra eye obi adwuma se wo hwe se expansion cry be dey
adwuma.
Eye obi adwuma se o providing niema bi e ma adwuma no mu ye no ekoso. Eye obi adwuma se o be survive se adwuma no mu ye ne se adwuma no kwan ya fa so ye ni ana na adwuma no abro so. So say nya politics no say e ba ye akonfo no chi nipa be 34 edicuse no
edicuse o
34 edicuse no
edicuse
say ye unua ana wo maame ana wo ire a enim politics
enim politics ya ready enim politics o
enim politics and the bibi say health education so what I say trade and industry sadi manema no say among for the politics e komu aya na emia say omoyesa Kwesi utia sesi a kutukum ne ma wo so a ehin ne de ofa
say ayama
ehin ne de ofa
we are be ko emna de no
ye do be ko emna
de
wo be free ha no mo be free aduma beduru emna no e na wo ye nipa nukre wo mu ne say Kumasi as a central region, you're sharply divided, Dodo.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Over what?
So check the whole Ghana. A central region, Niyama politics are divided.
Really?
I'm telling you. The whole
region?
Ghana. A central region, Yama politics are divided.
I mean, why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Check, Kwesi. The Americano, the American side say, se onam na wutie commentary amanfo ya it tells you say yeah fa politics as wake up Kwesi matran crying for 15 years.
Okay.
So what you say? And 15 years in the muno. A crying hardly say or no backup politics come a crown was him. One walk up to Obedia and in a bush Abedia. Politics or the ending. It is a new political season. You don't see them. But Kumasi, even a Diana water the Kraujina who crowd ye politics.
Wow.
Who did kill so I would tell Diana no? One casano. Just anyone knew so would kill so.
And you think it not affect you negatively?
Negatively. Because it may think you're right. How come say a ferry hospital? I say Kabir teaching hospital so.
Yeah.
It is a confornoche. Ken University FNIPA meboa. Omu adwen bi say a ferry ho no a ye betima fa doctors more.
Yeah.
Eya ya sora na ye blame Ken University say no mo fa doctors brebe. I don't fa brebe. Why am I go training home?
Hospitals in a way.
Hospitals in a way. Some questions were you bisa. We don't ask all these questions. Oh, a ferry a year Juma. And I confront me say a year Juma confront you no on fast statement no ma out. On fast statement no Emma out. The second statement now omu at the buy no omu the buy under duress.
Yeah, that is true. Because say they engage the Ghana Health Service Directorate in the Waha.
Yeah.
No, they can't do that. It's
what you say? Yeah. But you know, the clear picture and
no. That's
the clear picture na ye church you know. So what you say? Eti ye nyina no ye kamom. So what you say? Na ye ma obi oba bedi o ma no so bia hu say na so die say o ma ye proper healthcare. Proper healthcare ni beba so a I say you more facilities. Me, the American say na afari ne se wow. What do you say? The American ultra modern health center. I be cater for Ashanti region. Mami cho Ashanti region oh. Your problem ni. Say you about say if you 8 regions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Aside Ashanti region no ankasa no.
The 3 are for Bono regions.
So
Western North.
And so
Yeah.
And this is the regional. Comfort not to say a why man. Yada you know. Enipa you know 34 now gas no mudi queues no.
The queues so.
Kwesi se min sura obekọ na mu 32 every other regions. Obekọ na mu 32 free other regions na aba. It is say na healthcare no etia. It means say we are at risk. And I must tell you, sir, abua bia ye kese a osua de be preku. Ukomensia, uko atonsu, uko hwan emu ye de na yefa na abeko. Konfanochi. You very fair to konfanochi. Enya konfanochi na osa yare a wo yare a na wo hene na apes kama yaye. What you say? We are not ashamed of all these things.
Okay, on some doors.
What you say? When what you my politicians in Metina, politicians in Metina, and they can some on Beckham. As if say, there may be because what I say, we need to.
No. It's
call a spade a spade.
You are very right on that, Doc. You are very right on that.
Because did you hear me say? What's your afraid?
I am afraid Kwesi be do some now.
Because probably.
Of course.
Your man will not pay the code of conduct of every ministers.
I
was here for that. Meanwhile, you say, "Wuna BD." How they should be called.
The minister
and yet, and I can't.
And they can't.
But we all know behavior of certain government appointees, ministers. They say me and you know why. Any baby was saying no baby, and you say, "I can't tiny." That and say, I have. Somebody, Papa, former Edward, he has come out to confirm what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's people like Kwesi who is closer to them, has said the same thing. In other words, the personality of the president now, he wanted it to reflect in his ministers and appointees, you know. It is not. And I expect the President John Dramani Mahama to bring some people to order. They have not been brought. These people are calling people to come and answer to them. I hope he will not wake up tomorrow and say, Sadi no krena papa no hospital director dey catch him ya sesa no ana ya bu of ya bibi and na we can say Kumasi na we are not serious sometimes. Two baby say as a community nye politics na divide as a community yes it be yes. And then na papa bi dey can say ya ihu ya to ya so Kumasi here ni mebia and look at us asante.
Yes, asante.
And keep with you, who mama ni. Yeah. And go forward and we are not serious enough.
See. Yeah, I mean, in fact, I'm just you didn't come and make report to be a buy. Now, so I just checked it, and report actually said, Confanoche S7 12 regions.
My 8.
12 regions. And what kind of and I'm a Google report.
Good.
Now, Ghana, the highest ambulance traffic air Confanoche.
Good.
Because emergency case traffic biano Confanoche echo. That's according to the report I wanted 12 regions. And including neighboring countries in both. Neighboring countries are counted. So it's not just Ghana. Neighboring countries. So there is a lot of pressure when you're breathing space. It is a catcher, a politicians, no we are fight. Say what and then the dog king or modern hospital.
Kwesi mami wie no.
Wie mami na.
Ya mami wie no. Asema me pese meka. Ema asanteman ene Ghana man etiase se obi besi hospital no okwa enye ne property o. So
your money
nyina ye dia. So they say na me ka kire Europe amwakohene.
Yeah. Minister.
Oyemijina.
Regional minister.
Mijina bibre me ka manati asese. Ye besre no. Eye omwa baby. Omwa ba akraketwa. Eno mo de na to pan mu ne nsuo eka de ho omuntimi ntu nsuo ne akorare nyina antontwene. It's 18 months now.
Yeah.
Ya besre wo mo ade bia o se regional minister so timi yes ade we ya
se wi ade no
se wane afari maye ne a eno ne da asanteman akoma so.
Yes.
Ade a ye hwehwe afri ne horo pa no say ye besre no onfa na ho odi nyina enko sewua
ade no nya se bebre o mo
no onfa na ho odi nyina enko afari hwe afari dia ye ken no on say ufri if say ufri emem atwoma mem eko nyina no edan kwa untimi han
I say obebi nti engage no me no be
say kwa untimi asase kwa untimi nto ama fa ko investment o hono twen say ye bebu pharmacy shops are from a ferry to carry pharmacy shops are spring up hono enye easy.
Wow.
The enipa na ko be pharmacy shop police ni no be pro
Then doctors are not good for them too. Doctors. And no who said professor that the local regional has to America. As I said the US said that the optics are not good for them.
That's it.
Politicians be the exactly.
But now was to show say yes meanwhile more position you know.
I've seen some about me on at time no call their stories of it.
Just because the what doctor said, it is in his interest.
So,
more person trabasu. Yanu de se come dey agare dey na so dey. No mo share cabbage di no. So man to aso and near. And since anko da ho be o mo dey. And American. it is important that he does that. And I
said, "None of you are uncle Wabu."
Maybe I remember what I'm family.
And I mean, for when you're president, also you know, me also be out of 2 feet.
David.
I was known as regional minister. And then I met so or Bompire man, we so can't get Solomon Street. Obiakucha, and that should tell him something.
I see.
Oh, maybe.
And for those of you who are asking that question about why we're not talking about Nanado, Debbie, because I'm a question about MPP ATS, and we are firing, we say we are no, I haven't done that. Because I the fact so many and
questions and then
I make I will even ask those questions.
We don't need no questions.
We'll send them questions. We'll send them questions to say I didn't know menka about Nanado by ATS one man the election. Exactly. Nobody knows.
Champion say
No, we are not going back. We are not going back. Whether commission was Jandam commission, whatever it is, we are not going back on that matter. That's something that the contractor mechanic say wasn't ready. They are coming in a and you have a problem. How we can unite, unism. You are abiding pressure. You have more politicians pressure. In the bay, ya pomidin a was sentiment. Not even, I mean, for profit was saying, yes, sentiment. Apart from Accra, all the other regions has been neglected. When it comes to healthcare, it's here you now say, they demand what is due us. Because compare na profit, compare Ridge Hospital, match Kolebu, the which I can confirm here. So that's number one. UGMC. Necessary Ben Okumasi. Ridge Hospital. Necessary Ben Okumasi. Police Hospital. They are in the Okumasi between your match. 37. They are in the Okumasi between your match. Let us be serious.
31. Ewa feria. Yeah, the end there. Who we are. 37. The man. 31. The
it's because we are very personal to me. Because you know, we are betting up to you now. It's Prof. So we have two more issues to the Mamisha time. LGBT and NDC for Council of Elders for Statements. It's no. Mamisha or dogs. Dog, and we didn't have fun after Yanko. The controversy about LGBT and I say NDC for the emission. But from
LGBT.
Okay.
Makane baby. Na mesa kana ya.
Me too.
Intigana ya ho di nyina no. Eho ne gina na. Ye MPs no.
Odo mbeka chozo ye member.
Suma ye suma wo mo no. Ye MPs ne suma wo mo no. We ne ka so omunkoye de. Ade hia ye pioneer na.
But I said the aspirations and the values of the people.
Oh please, dear.
It's your mind.
Kwesi,
your aspirations.
On say back no omo ye no. Ah omo pass the cry wie ye no. On say the dama ho.
Yeah.
Because you be say question say why ha no ma ofu say won support no.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That question was a very bad question to ask. Honestly.
No.
I think for me, I think it was.
No. Kwesi.
It was. You see, it was. Prof. It was in a way to cover the MPs into submission.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yes. Say like you do to us what you want. Blackmail. That's what I'm looking for. It was a blackmail.
Ambushing.
Yeah, we need to ambush.
That was the question.
We need to ambush.
Question.
The entire way I did no. Yes, our question now, just our question by
that could be a kind of
to be a kind of to share.
But the principle hasn't changed. Activity. The only concern exemptions be about them.
That's the only concern. Exemption.
That's the only concern.
What do you say? Does it mean say Emrano intimate by Tiana?
Almost say exemption man intimate by tea. Oh,
and by tea say by a day. What do you say? Mamma to Adeba also me be sending Parliament no. So we are masters of their own
rules. Yeah, that's true.
So what you say? Is it not there? Your friend say in your Parliament ena omuaye omumra omuaye amendments no I think say ye wo ayukra no ye wo form 5 ade ye government no ye chere say constitution can be amended.
Yeah.
And Ghana is in the process of amending
the constitution. Yeah, the constitution. Okay.
So they say Ghana is in the process. Say ye be amendment. So they say eti emraba say ye full say Ghana ntini ye wo hono ma. E dey say see no we sharply divided. We join the party. And a baby adru no. Many penyimu pa ono so parliament will be our also a constitutional lawyer. So they said nasemo kan ya metie ye no 2 days ago. Actually say yanhwe ya emra we ne say entry position o matic take no. Yanhwe be kokwa sasa na 4 years na.
Sana be.
So they say
yeah. Sana be.
Ono asa ka say samra we mu no an so no. One share yesu a obi betimi do akwa kogina court. Emra no I said the city no. Obi betimi akogina court. Ama bia ya bom mra no cry dey egu. Because Supreme Court betimi interpreting it differently. It dede we a omoye no. Obi nyomo si bebrebe efri hene.
If ni na dey say NPP for say enoma bi wo mu a Adama bill ejina brand no.
Kwesi
NDC for
ade amempe ne say.
NDC for fan ka ho na
ade amempe ne say.
Nyo tokwa ni.
Ade amempe ne say ye branding ne say MPP for say enyese NDC for say enyese.
And
that should be the case.
But that's what is happening.
And I may say eno ntina make no. Ade ntina se ba wo musika sem say omoju musika sem a. Eno de we nyina ha. Omo condition of service. E ba se e ka ho asem a. On say emra ebe boa Ghana no. On entrenched positions are automatically.
What do you think should be the way forward?
Babin eba yo obeka asem. Chansa swift answer. Majority leaders dey amano.
What can you say?
Dabi entufu say.
O see ewie.
Ufu say e dey akoto beba.
O see ewie. So we ya possible na ewie ya done.
So that say eti no kura wo mu ni say ye parliamentarians no so mujiri say ye interest in no more ho dia omuma adwobre.
What should be the way forward?
The way forward say omunyina obi amfa ne egos ento
omufam egos
ento na panyam ni nkomo no say ye fra bibi say reconsideration.
Yeah,
say betima ye say reconsideration no munye na moa ye nyina
and no one MP must file a motion.
Good. And let's say MP so much and then they can do it. So Argentina says second chance no hono ma. Saturday when me no
a motion of rescission. Don't file a motion of rescission.
Good.
Na fi omasa akoba.
Good. It is Saturday no so be no so. So omunya we say sa akwanya no.
So omoye kra na the point is that omo take and trend position.
And I make that
consensus na we be here to pass the bill.
And so you get it. So Argentina will take his entry position no. Like I say ye mum no mu ye abro.
Omo dey politics.
Na make say omu ye abro. What I say? Mama ncho okwa parliament enye party ntina akoye o. So what I say? Enye party ntina okoye. Ba ye no yama party na abaye number 1. The party interest is number 1. And sana emra no omo kwese no. Ama o mine so na babe number 2. Enti na ye hu de ye hu.
Okay. Doc medase. So prof doc ka say me. So omo fa omo ego no ento ho. Now this is why I come in. So the MPP fee say NDC for e dey sabe we ya idiom before they weaponize it in the elections. E dey bomb mo basa mo lose election. It's more like this is also our time. It's yes so we are weaponizing it. Next year we say also so we are unpopular. How do we handle this?
And pack the okana no ano. Na me dey dia na MPP for no. Me person some no cry about this and come can be because some can be na ferry.
Oh really? And some can be.
Ferry cry. So can be say. When the law was strong, and you free no. I pass it. I down president
Uncle do
what they make
the man could do what Uncle do.
Who can say there were court here? Sansa will make a evidence maker. Ghana politics na about power. Almost say they have the court. Ghana happen.
Yeah, some more.
And as about power, obviously we have
the court.
We have the court. So when they had the court and the law was in the court, could they have conjured the court to rule in their favor so that the rule and this 4% weapon against them and Kwabu sign? Would they have won the elections? I mean,
okay.
Because I can tell you, an authority say that time the white people were making noise about LGBT. It is because of our religious inclination. Leaders, church leaders has fronted,
religious leaders
making noise. Me pastor Dibubi, and then some should be Dibubi. But it wasn't an issue that will win election. Into more be advantage to say I can't win MPP win elections. And this will win elections.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
LGBT
maybe it contributed.
Okay.
But the major reason that MPP win elections, they know it is in their call around and who say Obukudim. Can't say LGBT. In fact, recently, their president is Bobby so kakra. On LGBT. In fact, the all can say, yes, the first baby free. And the LGBT are some American men. That you will be in American, you will be crowded about officers in Arabia. But maybe free say, said the brother can. My baby, I don't know. In this globalized world, the hearing and LGBT. Or my Bobre. You can't Bobre.
Culture, your values.
Sir, it's our values, when you answer for me, Ubia to me, Sibonecon. You. I said, what make a do. And the two will say, no one can stop what is evil. Say, what society because of deviance and the other. But it's true to it that deviance do not step in your boundaries. It's on you.
Okay.
Oh, and to go for me, the teacher, I say, security is kept by one's what? The table. Security is kept by oneself. Paka, your choma, your bobre, now can your culture, your culture, no? Where is it? Who's a dad? My can't teach about Juliet, so would you or classroom or catch and say, who was almost a university girl, homo, BA, I can.
Okay.
Who's a entroma any day? And God will be a hunchoma. That is how. That is how lost you are. That is how lost you are in your own culture. But when you some catch us and no now my here worried. Se me baba anim se ensebu tribra ye ni sei edu se so ware kreso ye sei oba wo ko ware so hunu adware eso ye sei ye nim ni nyina o
na be ka LGBT once
na wa jana wo ka LGBT. My point is this: when people know where they come from, they know what their community hates.
So you must first teach them on my mama and cultures. When they know they won't even go and then do those things.
I'm gonna need pain.
My point
is I need pain. It's the need pain. It's the need man who generate so bad as well for the Uncle Bema. It does not even make sense to them. You took a see a trunk rat our butchery. You call it the abrofony and you be near you. And it will be drop on today. US abontiso, Netherlands abontiso, Bruno shot in bar stop on the
yeah, I mean,
you try to get out so many what now will be kissing me. I just saw more than normal. And you know, we need grounds to be a crack school and could be in there. And no, you should. The big can say, so what can you do more? Even when you fall into things how control culture na defend.
I get
and maybe LGBT as a
should rather focus on your chair and call on your mom, your sunny, your bobreno. When they get to know about it, don't forget your LGBT.
And today, na papa be our church two friends our such doctor sometimes Puku Thomas Jaku Puku.
Okay.
No, I just say to so back and catch a business here. You need word for certain terms. You children Njeka awaria marriage. What is marriage? You children. So we say adia inkitawudie a oba no bema e kabom na numpo oba ya ware no say aware no so oba bema mko aware abusuani mienu nyina na ayede
and aware.
Look at how beautiful this is. Me atiana and LGBT on a day. Paka emfa hwe mra cheche ye mu ye hunsu ye se ye yensu ye sansu ye chi adware. And nothing I'm say, like you said, me say, I saw my shed, I said, my man, and pass it. Can I permit to say, can you be talking from Sophie? Or can you say, oh, more that die?
Oh, more that die, oh.
Oh, yeah, now also, what my dear Chubby, maybe when you belong to a strong culture. In Germany, when I was a sabbatical leave, I supervised an LGBT guy. PhD. He invited me to an LGBT club. I went.
Okay, LGBT club.
I went with him. He invited me, and we drank him. When you are the skin, the culture is brewing in you.
And found it.
What now? A bearman's. No so big kiss now, so then why? And say, I go for her. See a microphone here. You money here. A biana. So, Obadu Hena said the conductor. Me fee. The actual head one man. That's not Tiana Yako O Students Association, and Dafubago, Neba, Ususa, Tintina, or Jenny Papa phone. And I quite disturb them say, phone man. Go if you the other man. Who phone or did you agree? You better not you share move for man. You better not have a for that naked. Hey, my John, stop what you are doing. And I did. Stop what you are doing now. No, I don't give. Now, oh, catch her say, "Some who know would you know?" And see, and the top bank.
Medasi,
and you know, young guys, sadly, man, me and cannot cry.
Why? Prof Medasi, maybe 4 lines in there, Marshall, for your time, no cock now. Most of my join the conversation on pay, but I don't pay the said I'm kind. Yeah, pom with the whole ceremony, the Busia, and he said the politics. It is deliberately. I avoid all the questions regarding any deep-seated political question that may hear from. Because as Antamino say, Kai Humboman, Doctor, say politics is divided. It can't be any yin or she yin. Because we the background of the Bayer politics. We be a farm was all the Bayer politics. It's best. Yen Kai Humbo as one. And let's demand what's due of us. And no pay may come for 2 worth healthcare products at the amount. Say when you know a tabesi so or glaucoma yana ayakoko mesre for 2 worth for vision capsules in be and a boy pa now I'm war a year a prostilive no and no air for member no prostate disease in the prostate you know or difficulty in urine and now urine flow in bay year we so any be also a boy pa more joint forces or what person we used to join forces na beboa more active core cleanse for her and also a boy pa I pay Jami from 0595 582 628 0595 582 628 and 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 ubehu amo ewo anaso pe bia to a okofa the men's here ba oben bia to ho Lancer chemist ke oben bia to ho Market Square chemist and so ke oben bia to Promise here ba ya say dum OOyerepa OOyerepa FM ya say oben bia to ewo ho okọ Benny's chemist and Misty here ba Danny Farmer you know Ashton oben bi ato ewo ho ano pay mami be full lines in the mouth. Na nkoma yedi. Diana wakafa especially when it comes to health in Ashanti region. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
If I first and everything.
Your friend Mr. K. You pretty at 100.
Okay, yeti on the Pemunia.
You really measure OOyerepa Ayakunya. Na the American say, Omampeni, ma or ma majority no, we take it no, and Macum. The strong Omampeni pa. The mystery say on side there no my man law. Was say we last a minority so of what we can. Actually, no, almost most from that. Not say as a side you are almost son.
Okay.
The so one penny pan just so one say worker can be a empty look will move
or more that die.
Yeah, will move for so be our empty so.
Okay.
And empty so majority women in Yasa, especially second, first deputy speaker.
Yeah, I hear for.
Yes, when you Yasa, Mate. So yes, no penny won't come to be a baby. Why are you now to oil?
Mati, you'll be your medasi out of pay, medasi. You go another caller. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Paka.
Solomon, Gambia number 1.
Yeah, Papa, Gambia one. No.
Mati, solo eti on pay.
You me call apumdinso.
Meet you.
On say apumdinde is yamu bia. So we can you. So you hear you. Is yamau. Because a baby bar. Usikano. Usim fanjari. Number no. It's there. Of my penny say. Oma. Agenda 111 no. Kaka with my yen. Yeni inakwa with my ya. When kaka apelini.
Chede that's a si ho. Chede.
My yen. I thought the same as I'm born. I can't see a watch because I attempted. Oh, I thought I attempted. Obi fi be ku obi fi han I want to know ba if you onya help my
mate medasi anopay medasi. Let's make progress this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
Me pacho first and everything.
If free
Oh, Poku Chrome, great. Yeti on a Pemunia.
Okay. I'm sure I made my power there. The friend is that.
Okay.
Okay. It's a phone number 2 studio. It's a phone number studio. I'm sure Papa in the crowd.
Amen.
I'm dreaming man who you Papa. The make say I'm sure me. The will be asono.
Amen. That's it. I mean, Shamuina. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Minia Akwasi Paka, Resin, Inchemi, President Papa Dibia, Bobodi.
Yamia de Mehoye, Minia Eski Bolas, over few bossy Yamanene, Eski Aquavano pay.
And one of our Majusu Chia, Umfeni Fonso, Emame. And in the government, Chairman and Boboasi is Eugene Kofi Amankwa, Boboasi is Senator Sukukom, and Chiano, Memano Munejuma Pa, or Bono, Boboasi is. Park America can say, Yura Mahama, or Chimudri Basepo, of what? Won't you sign? A data crack. Me mamma, but me want to be a call, or Magana Mo, and no man, air cross what under Danny Tamino, and one and a air crosso, and 7 Previasa, Tony Benapa, some or my passing my house. Well, them will say, what drink Ghana for, what drink him for one sign, one sign, one sign. The Medica can say, answer them with say, NDC for after or my Ghana, no, Atamuko, Baumia, all the way.
Let's make progress. Mati, Medasi, you're drunk on show. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir, but you're first and everything.
Pacho, you're Flemic. Kosoko, me flip-flop so.
Great. Kosoko, yeti on pay.
Aha, me LGBTQ no na me pese me can be.
Me bacho yeti.
Aha, kaka me can say. On say minority ne say. Aha,
minority ne say.
That's why I'm confused. Oh, you can't say my muntie mu ho ya muntie why? Was yes now I'm confused. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Paka.
Yes, sir. Was I Kiniana?
I do for the answer that.
Catch me. Every voice say.
Aye. Paka me who dance my pastor.
Oh, me dance my own.
What dance my?
Our dance man. Oh, okay. Oh, me baran. Me take konak to him.
Oh, Mr. Paka, I say, we been for no studio. Me tell prof. I mean, after the old thing, I can't my own baby. Prof, where do you? Prof, I can't my own. Look at all the baby. Tell you, who can't start what Kuma. The man told you to have them one man up. I can't my own baby. Prof, who been up by you? Because you hey, you 19 years, baby, my Santa Mino. You do what? Wait, I have to be there. It is a I can't say.
Oh.
Come on, fine.
You dance it. Yeah, say more. Yo, yeah, twaso. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But you first and after thing.
But yes, I know so the me can say.
Okay, you tell the Peminia.
I can sing a why.
Amen.
Na mpanifo mi no mo to no nyan kupon hye mo na omo nyese na yeti mamufo no ye ho ntoye akwati ade ba to ne se Ghana mpanifo no omo nwene ye ho ye pempuntuo ewo oman ni mu se be ya ye mrante wa no se ye benya bibi ama ye yire ne ye ma no na so mpanifo no betrase a akem didie ni niema bibiri na no na me ho program bi nantie mi bi ate atinye omo kan kore na so die hia ne say yeti hanom e na ye pedifo ko fa China fo ba ye say omuma ya matres yenya ndie cha me later me tell you abani ti yenya mejai bisika gakra me dia ko wura me ko ask for me related for me ko ta me ntimi ngofo ya ba na menya bi na me ye kakra de hwe me ma omo di factory ne ba no mo ntimi anko check omo ya wia ma
afena be close it down
ye hia punto kumase hospital na wo ho no ye hia mo no mo family be ye punto ye
mate medasi no yeah twaso. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes sir, good morning sir.
Good morning.
The budget for an African.
Hello, a family Che Samson because I was still Smith.
Great. Che yetio.
But your conference I found more candy yes here last week. Last week, you see me burn accident. Oh, don't go to back I couldn't. And on my reference could do last week Wednesday. No, what I could not say my dear chin, that what that no means. And so when you're that no come quiet, and I'm quite was other and Panaso about him. Miss, yeah, I'm a tissue. See a politicians in the almost high. Yes, so many come home night or more, yes, idea. You do work up there, yet their time on Sunday.
Mate, Medasi, very busy. Any serious country, you will see some of these things. No, Kikai, any serious country, baby. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Budget for an everything.
I'm a friend from Cafe Kuit.
Great, friend point you.
Me person me brisa Bosuchi MP. Honorable say Edichum. Say your hospital. Or more yes, your hospital, no be to say your plan so quotally was so be you can to who. Hospital movie and a quani in a say. The person me brisa say. That bed pan on be a quanama on the hospital, so when you're my cromonia, when you're quite a mammo. A quiet flag will go for just 5 minutes drive, you know. Buses to a car at Archie, the foot rows of Bana, won't be fast at the fit and cook room. Are they a moon year and son and commoted to Quanas? Master Jack Quanat was we are the Oka president, we are the president.
She said, young Kobe, must always say back to constituency, you know. For those of you who thought that Anka on secure re-election as a member of parliament, Honorable Oyerepa has indicated his readiness to re-seek election as a member of parliament. As a member of parliament and not a flag bearer. It's for last one I say, you're up here, partner. Oh, hello, good morning. Okay, last call again. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Parker, Christ,
oh, fashion me now, my confused.
Hey, Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul, Aquaba. And I'm confused because of the conversation you're having. Like Miracle, but Mr. Paul, you tell me.
My penny, His Excellency John Osuboni Dramani Mahama, on the Vice President. Oh, by the year, so Mr. Parker, on Mr. Vice President, the Chef Casamso. On the Atufo Sikapo, Casamuko, the Ghana Bafana from a Canapa. Nana Kwesi, the Chinanim Ubwa, Ubieni Ho. Getting the ban over the 4 seats now, my wife. Mr. Parker, I didn't know your pen and we are tensa. Be part of woo. Senanado, Kata, we are coming to second on the table, so and I'm a boy. And one time, be part of a company over England, and also over UK. And it's the president will die, and all that, and all that, be part of Wapa, and I got to table soon one time. I asked mine, when you go through. Ye man penny one was see your friend John Zamani Mahama, or Assemblies of God. Danyama way, one to FCC Ghana, your poster and say it. In your man, no better why.
Mr. Paul, Medasiano pay. And once again, the best politicians. A buy a hospital, in fact, and then me point that call a Patasi police hospital. In fact, Matthias, I mean, call. No matter how other place is, it's Oyerepa pardon, doc. Oyerepa na fe.
Kwesi, professor. The American a chat to and say, Yemaya Pomodin, who here ye nim a junkua at the Bechiso.
Right.
It's ye bestre. Saya MPC no, 47 member. Washington region. Say omo etem we no say omo ntumi amaya amwa idea amaya upgrade your health facilities no a next election omo gina some of us no or say you tumi emma omo counter show say ye beboa doma no atia omo because say Ashanti region MPs no omo for quite a long time. No wonder say Gabi ebetena obeka asem no.
Yeah.
Gabi asem no kan no. Mumie hwehwem. No kra bi wo.
I don't know I mean I think Chebeka said again.
Enya no kra che na beka.
Chebeka said there was no meeting.
Enya no kra no. Etu obaso che say Gabi eye obonisem no kan.
Well, according to Che no there was.
Gabi mumie hwe ni ye.
Okay. Mate.
Enya hwehwem. Na yempis no ye hu de obo yama asanteman.
Mate.
Entina wo hene ka kire omu say omususu man kan nye omu de.
Matiase. Doc Matiase.
Omu ko opposition na ayi o free MP super enya nkran no wote.
Na wa no te.
Senate kroma habio. Senate kroma habio. Edi say ye benya apomde o enya apomde o enfo mo.
Prof.
When the became the personification of truth.
Oh.
So when did he become?
Oh, but say I mean, your penny.
But there's no way to wait to deny that
Gabi. Oh, I see. Well, we do. What's it? Yes, we
I'm taking this opportunity number. Ashanti Regional Director of Education.
Amankra. Kwame Amankra.
From my alma mater. Because as it for former 2 years ago, where a single hour you need a try a paper me and it. You head back from. No, me or change that. In general, no panel, the sober transnormer, Akua be started exams no be 30 minutes no. Enkwari be 30. Afi no ye twe ye be.
Omoba.
Man.
I know some tro call man so.
We later on.
30 minutes soon.
Botche.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The new headmaster Osuru the Hunti, no, or catch your friend, no, catch him. But I'm say, me catch the director. Me catch the director, say, Prof, I will be on my way there, but relax. According to the GS rules, I mean, why
30 minutes,
exams in them, what, yeah, now on to so there is no cause for alarm. The Americans they say, and Kofubi. And then a man, some of them are the PTs, putting fear in the headmasters so they allow the children to do what they want. Okay, I say. But Anra, Omaminya, in fact, me was happened within seconds. Then he sent me quoting the rules, saying the headmaster has done no wrong. But the headmaster, I think, me as a board chair, he wanted me to know so that I should be here. I support.
Okay.
Now the papa and manager. I'm so discipline.
It's in fact many information. Say schools need be so far. I'm for 20 questions. Solve. You see. And your math students. They bobo school. It's they say yeah me. I was actually come constituency schools be or ya bobo din. And their mommy. And the PMA ban on national security for be enemy this and common. It's me say a very important one.
Oyerepa almost so interesting.
If I don't teacher back on that, I'm teacher back on that. It's Munjana Mountain no mun pass. There is dignity in failing genuinely. Than say about try there now our faculty council and their pass. It's just basically here.
Opponent and Quran Padison.
Come on, is that Quran? Oh, I saw a university lecture here. Was it Winneba complaining bitterly about the lack of student seriousness in learning. Oh, lecture. Oh, your time now so. Hey, move on channel. Again, your time now so. The time now.
Yeah, sorry. I no pay yabishi ami edi di nkoma. Yes, sorry, I'm sometime we touch on sports school at us. Nyame adomo echena ifiada. Yebeba ne abesom. Me din de Kwesi.
Kwesi Parker Wilson, and for my guest this morning. Of course, every Thursday, I do not take it for granted. Same penny for you, but to share their knowledge with us. Dr. Eric Bimpom, we're economist and a social analyst. He's been my guest this morning. And Professor Charles Maffo, your provost, College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Ken University. And we had more try Friday, you better with another edition of OBT. But we should understand you better talk, especially for those of you in Accra, when you're careful and run the sea, you know, you better